Hey, what's going on? I brought my friend Gus here. He seems pretty chill, you could say we have a fun Gus among us. Greetings from the other side of the screen. My name is Sinsable, and welcome to another reaction video. That's right. Hope y'all are ready for the fallout today, guys, because we are covering the latest death battle. That's right. I'm talking about Among Us versus Fall Guys. Among Us versus Fall Guys. Yeah, this is happening. Now, before we go any further, I do want to take a moment and again give a huge shout out to all of you who not only commented, liked, subscribed, and just basically interacted the hell out of the previous video. That has been amazing, but I want to give an extra shout out to those who have tuned in for the entirety of the video, because guess what? Goofy little Senpai here didn't realize until after they uploaded the video that, hey, that's an hour long. Yeah, an hour long reaction video. That's a long time to be listening to my voice. So kudos to you. You are the real MVPs. But going forward now, I will say, I don't know who honestly is going to win. I don't really care at this point. I do kind of hope Among Us here wins. That's right, you little crewmate. I hope you win. But yeah, we'll see. I personally think Fall Guys, though, is going to win as much as I want Among Us. From what I saw in the previews, with the whole, oh, I can't die by lava, and that's a thing that goofball here can die by. I just don't know how it's going to go. Also, really hope that the audio levels are good. I saw a couple comments saying about the audio levels are low. I tweaked them all the way up, so hopefully they're good. But anyways, you know what you're here for. I know what I'm here for. Little Gus here knows what he's here for. Let's jump into it and see what happens.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
Oh, okay. First off, I'm sorry for pausing immediately, but Marvel Snap, really, it isn't any good. This is the third battle in a row that they've been promoted by Marvel Snap. Is it good? I have friends who played it. Honestly, I don't know if I want to pick it up or not, if I'm being perfectly honest. Oh.
The year was 2020.
They really?
The long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us. Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, is this supposed to be the joke episode so far for the season? I know they had one where it was the Kool-Aid Man versus Macho Man Randy Savage. I hope so. All right, let's go.
In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise. Tons of stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive, since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms. Oh, that's not actually a suit. That's just how they are. Wait, what?
Oh, God.
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save their ship require varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much.
Oh, hold on. Classification: alien being, height 3'6", 107 centimeters, weight 92 pounds, comes in 18 marketable colors. They're marketable? They reproduce asexually? Why is that important? Likes vents, lies, and sexy pockets. Dislikes events, lies, sexy pockets. I'm not even a minute in. This is gonna go bad. Reportedly good friends with Fall Guys? Oh no. This is not good.
To reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly
Oh.
does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth?
At any point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success
Yeah.
is always uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us, but not us, though, right, Wiz? Right?
Oh
For the
no.
ninth time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say! They're shape-shifting aliens! They could
Oh, hold on. Oh, by the way, thanks again, everyone who commented about these black boxes. Like, I've learned from the Bardock fiasco. Read the boxes. It's very interesting for that. Though imposters can shapeshift, they do not appear to gain any unique abilities of creatures they impersonate. I mean, that's fair.
could be anyone, or any mad scientist in a lab coat.
The imposter threatens the pack and put
Oh. Wait, they got role. Do they have roles now? All right, crewmate, engineer, noisemaker, scientist, engineer. God, it's been so long since I've played Fall or Among Us. Imposter, shapeshifter, shifts into other creatures. Phantom vanishes, becoming invisible. Is Phantom a new thing? I didn't even know that there is these other versions, shifting into other creatures. Bro, we should have an Among Us stream one of these times. That would be cool. Ghost can affect the physical world. Guardian Angel defies death and protects others. I think I remember the defying death one, at least.
pushes them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to fix in time. Even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents, the crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space. Just for being
Sus
kinda
is Among Us.
Sus.
Sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
Oh
He
no.
does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point.
That sounds
You've
right.
Never heard him say sus.
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
I can
Oh
Ah,
god.
Jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again, just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
That sounds like something an
Come
imposter
on,
would
anyone
say.
can be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does. Oh, I know who it is. It's always the red one.
Wait, what? But it isn't me. It isn't me.
Oh my. Oh.
Oh,
I was about to say, damn, they did Ringmaster dirty, bro. He is an imposter though, so I guess it works out in the end.
right. There's usually two imposters.
Dear God.
The imposters
Dear
aren't just
God.
tricksters. They're also hunters. Bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap their necks,
Ooh.
stab them with a knife,
Yep.
shoot them with a desert eagle, or use their freaking tongues to impale their faces. Oh, God! Right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes, puff arms for no reason.
Yep.
Can stretch like Mr. Fantastic. What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is
Well,
killed
when
or
was that
ejected
a
into the
thing?
mindless void of space, they return as a ghost, invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even
You
beyond death, they
killed
can plot
me.
the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, because remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good God!
And you said pistol build was dumb.
To
Look
split
at
this thing
that.
apart like that would need over 10 non-million tons of TNT.
A number so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times. Which seems like overkill for the, space
Yeah.
vampires they
A
were fighting.
little bit.
The crew has crossed over with a
Let's see, arsenal. A sharp tongue. Hopefully a sharp wit to go with the sharp tongue. Gun, invisibility, knife, lasso, protective shields, shape-shifting, the Skeld, which is the ship, and crossover equipment. What crossovers did they do? Props to anyone who comments down below the crossovers. Banana bomb, magic pencil, ninja stars, NRG drink, tank, teleporter, and a wizard hat.
variety of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
Oh,
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide.
They just listed some of them there.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to life.
These creepy Teletubbies can sketch whatever they want into existence.
You call them Teletubbies, bro? Now that's sus.
And they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out.
In a
Yeah.
strange way, all of this makes
All right, Feats completed a card swipe on the first try. That gun destroyed entire planets, piloted the dropships at light speed, listened to 36 hours of music in 2020. The reason you know what sus is. A McDonald's chicken nugget shaped like the crewmate sold for $99,997. What the fuck? What? Really? You know, I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm not surprised at all.
sense for this fascinating species. In the face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band together no matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive again and again, on a ship, on strange planets, anywhere they may be, in spite of anything that may be going on in the world. They either fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Together!
Together?
Yeah! Ooh!
Oh my god. I didn't realize, I should have known, but I honestly I'm surprised, like, with how funny this is so far. Alright, Fall Guys!
Hey y'all, this is Chad. If you don't know,
Oh,
I'm
hello.
Boomstick. Here at 1 p.m. Central today, Sam and I are going to be playing some Fall Guys and maybe some Among Us live here on the Death
Dang!
channel and on Twitch. Hang out, have some fun.
I
and
was
who
gonna
knows,
do
you guys
something like
enjoy
that
it, and we'll do
too.
some more gameplay streams in the future. Hope to see you there. Thanks.
Well, there we go. Check them out.
Welcome to the bright,
Here we go.
colorful
Fall
world
Guys.
of the Blunderdome. Natural habitat to these lovable little beings known as the Fall Guys. who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities.
I don't know about
As if
that.
drawn by natural instinct, they hurtle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and
Why can't
mental
they play
fortitude.
the
And
original
it's pretty impressive
music?
considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery that
All right, here we go. Background. Classification: alien being. Height: 6 feet. 6 foot. They're fucking 6 feet tall. Oh God, that's scary. Wait, have a Mike Wazowski. Potentially void sent. Stars in their own manga? Really? There's a Fall Guys manga? Again, probably, I'm not surprised, honestly. Let's see. Likes competition, costumes, the crown, of course. Dislikes obstacles, pushing, and losing. Yeah, that sounds like the most, like, honor-driven athlete you could possibly think of. And reportedly good friends with Among Us. Again, are they actually good friends? Like, are Among Us and Fall Guys like actually like, you know, like cool with each other? Because that would actually be kind of wholesome.
otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it, and only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of
Yep.
the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, jump, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
And over time, the beans
Wait.
have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer Digi invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing
Oh,
new
yeah.
obstacles and challenges for themselves.
I remember the
as well as additional
I
tools
remember
like
that.
wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
But even at their best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have
Oh my God. That's a series I haven't heard about in a long time. Lemmings. Yeah, I'm old. It's fine.
a biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose.
Get that crown.
Wow. I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny.
You'd push him off a cliff anyway.
Things in the Plunder Dome can get.
Arsenal and abilities: blast balls, creative device, fan block. Oh, they're giving them the actual creative, like the actual device itself. Punching block, resurrection, size alteration, power-ups, the beanball, party crasher, rubber chicken, sneaky bean, and more crossover equipment. Grappling hook, Hadouken. They give them Street Fighter, Pac-Man, Power Sword, Proton Packs, the TARDIS, and more. God, they gave them Doctor Who. Oh, I fear this is
Wild.
I'm-
I've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava. But
Yeah.
they always pop back up.
That's-
at the
that's what I was
qualification
talking
stage
about.
Later, completely unharmed. Somehow.
they're able to
These
survive the
remarkable creatures
lava.
have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Whoa, wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No,
Those aren't really.
don't say it.
Those
Yep.
aren't actually suits.
That's their skin.
Oh, man. People were
By the way, going back to that bit with the Big Bang, is it technically canon since it's Fortnite and it's owned by the same company?
getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only
Yes,
arms,
do an
legs,
Animal
and
Crossing.
eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear. This is an official image, by the way.
That you're creepy. 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 You asked for it. This is official lore now. Humans shown for scale. Fall Guys are 6 feet. This Fall Guy is happy. Look into his eyes. We can't take it back. That is
I don't know
horrifying.
what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out naked?
Yep.
Swinging away,
Yep.
beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the ultimate knockout.
Knockout.
Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon
Wow.
And they survive to keep
They're hitting a lot of references in this. Truman Show. God, that's a good one. Ran through innumerable obstacle courses, stretched beyond the observable universe, lit up an entire constellation, survived lava, atmospheric reentry in the Big Bang. I guess they are giving them the Big Bang. I crossed over with dozens of other IPs, won 5 crowns in a row. Trust this, it's harder than it seems. I'd be lucky to even get one.
playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all worldly and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in
That's so mean. If you were standing between it and a crown, potentially it wouldn't want to though.
half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observable universe.
Oh god, the Twitter feats.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor.
That doesn't seem fair. Like, that doesn't seem fair at all. You're basically going, oh, you have collaborations, but on top of those collaborations, guess what? You also have knowledge of those worlds. Fall Guys have undergone many crossovers. This analysis only includes relevant abilities and equipment they have clearly shown they can use or interacted with for scaling purposes. Oh, okay. So they could learn from all the universes they've been to, but for the sake of the battle, they're only going to use analysis for stuff that they've actually shown that they could use. Okay, that's better, I guess. Also, it feels like there hasn't been a lot of black boxes this episode. Maybe it's because there isn't much to really grab from, like, these universes in terms of, like, you know, knowledge, maybe? I don't know.
Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming
Pac-Man.
They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things on the show, but these 6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beans.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see them fight.
That was getting so real for a second. I was like, of course they're gonna like bring it back and make it silly. You can't have that much of an existential crisis and then be like, ah, funny.
Well, you gotta play that mobile game with all the superheroes and the cool art.
Oh, are you?
All right. And a second.
Oh!
Okay. After both analysis, yeah, sadly, I'm gonna have to probably say Fall Guys. Honestly, they just gave him so much stuff to work with. All right, battle time. Let's do this. There are imposters among us. It doesn't even say how many. That's hugging in the... Uh-oh. Dead. Oh! Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Report, report! Everyone was ejected. Why? Why would they do that? What? I'm surprised they haven't done like an Among Us Fall Guys collab. What's working? That would have been amazing. Oh! Oh, in the back. Oh, boo! Oh no. Oh god. Oh my lord. He's just getting trashed. Banana bomb. Oh my god. Yo, why is this going so hard? He wants that crown. Bro. No way. Oh, he angry now. Of course they have that Fortnite dance at the end.
Oh, when's the next episode? This is my new favorite
Oh.
show. Move over, Chimp Crazy.
We broke this down into 3
Oh my
categories.
god, that
Offense,
went so
defense, and
freaking
the
hard,
bizarre.
man.
Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus Among Us could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that.
Yeah.
The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course through.
Hold on. Among Us over with Fortnite, but only appeared as back blings, which could not interact with the Big Bang event and can't directly scale. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, this is reminding me of like a unstoppable force meets a movable object similar like situation. Like, yeah, Among Us has hella power, but like Fall Guys also is like hella defense, you know?
Adam took hits from meteors and most importantly survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole freaking universe into existence. Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round,
Yeah.
or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man, who, you know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre.
Yeah, but even then, like, you're fighting as a ghost, you're technically dying. Fall Guys, when they die, they just respawn back normally. So, I mean, hey, win condition, right?
Stuff about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that
Among Us once tweeted that they are as big as the universe, though it's still less impressive than the Fall Guys Big Bang feat and their tweets in which they transcend the entire universe. No, listen, I need to address this. I think it's actually silly bogus that they're using tweets as actual like research for this battle. That's absolutely crazy.
the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys.
Let's see. Well, Among Us did have access to some of Henry Stickmin's gadgets. The majority of them tend to backfire. That's lame.
Hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off E-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creation.
And another bias. The imposter's sabotage ability could stop the creative device for a time, but sabotage has never made a device immediately irreparable. Yeah, you can use sabotage, but again, it's only for a brief duration.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal.
All right, so here's the TLDV or TW. Too long didn't watch, in case anyone is curious. So Among Us has positives. They have guns and other weapons, specialized skills. Looks like both have nonsensical and terrifying biology. But Among Us is prone to paranoia and betrayal and small bean. Small bean. Fall Guys. Pros, big bean. Made of tougher stuff. Actual Ghostbusters. And then the frown is tunnel vision.
I mean, Hadouken,
I just like
the
the
tip of
small
iceberg.
bean.
Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the Fallen Guys had too many options that could not be killed.
Oh, no. I don't know if everyone could see this, but I was going to mention this at the beginning. But the developers of Among Us, well, the official Among Us Twitter actually posted, because somebody was asking, oh, what are your thoughts on the new death battle coming out of Among Us versus Fall Guys? The Among Us one literally said, no, they're twice as big as crewmates, and also crewmates literally die for a living. And Innersloth, the developer that made Among Us, even tweeted saying, at the end of the day, the ones we can always depend on to die are the crewmates. When your own developer has no faith that you're going to win a battle, that's just icing on the proverbial cake.
Countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer Among Us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Oh,
Damn it,
y'all
I
are
knew
dead.
That stupid robot was sus.
So embarrassing.
The winner is
The
Fall
winner
Guys.
is the Fall Guys. And me.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's another Kickstarter one.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoyed the episode, but the battle's not over because Sam and I are going head to head in Fall Guys, maybe some Among Us. Live on
Have
the Death
fun,
Battle
you
YouTube channel
guys.
right now
You
and
deserve
Twitch.
it.
Hope to see you there.
That was amazing. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, feel free to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, you can always drop or click up in the corner there. There's going to be a link also to the playlist over there where you can watch some more of my Death Battle reactions. And as always, if you want to see more, consider hitting that subscribe button to be notified of any future videos. Until next time, though, Sensable, thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, about the next one coming up with Kratos and Ashura, I got something to tell you. You better watch it, boy. That was a horrible Kratos impression. Sorry.